All right, it may not look like it, but behind me is an inflatable paint booth right here. It's powered by this little fan and it comes from VEVOR. I got this last fall when I needed to continue painting some railing for my porch, but couldn't do it outside because it was so cold, and didn't want to do it inside because I didn't want a paint mess all over everything. So this all-enclosed paint booth allowed me to do that work, and today I'm going to set it up, show you how easy it is to work with and why I have absolutely loved using it. So before we start pulling this out of its ball, I just want to show you the fan real quick. This is going to power everything. We're going to plug it in back here. This might look like something that powers a bouncy house that you've seen at a kid's birthday party, but this is actually what inflates this booth, and it sends air throughout. So this is your intake. This is your outgo. Air comes out of here. Got a pretty substantial handle on it so you can pick it up, store it. Not that heavy, but it does have some weight to it. There's your power button and your power cord. So we're going to plug it in and then set out our booth and connect these two, and we'll be good to go. All right, let's do this thing. It's been a couple months since I've had this out. I was using it when it was colder, but now I need to spray paint again. So we're going to just set it out. It does have some windows so we can tell what portions are the side, and there is a door on the front. So if I locate the door, we should be good to go. Okay, I believe this is our air hose, so that is the back. Take it around back, and now we just kind of need to spread it out, because once we get it beginning to fill with air, then it will really fill up. So let's go ahead and hook that up. And this part is pretty simple. You just take this hose and feed it around this portion here that will blow our air out. And you're going to tie a shoelace knot. Tight, but not completely airtight. It is more of a loose connection here. Okay. We're going to plug in, turn it on, and we are ready to situate it. There we go. And as it begins to inflate, we can kind of help it a little bit, help it form. I actually turned my fan off because I forgot there are two giant zippers, one on each side, so that when you are taking this down, you can allow air out quicker that are open. And I need to go ahead and close these. Then I can begin blowing this thing up. Okay, we got our zippers closed. Let's turn our fan back on and see how quickly this paint booth comes together. It's pretty quick. Ready? Here we go. You just want to help it along as it stands up. Just needs a little help catching its form. Then it'll pop into place. It's got all these handles around here to grab it with. Yeah. Then it just sets up like that. I mean, once your vents are closed, you're set up in like 30 seconds. And there she is in all her glory. Didn't take that long once we got our vents closed and everything set up. The fan, not that bad. You can talk over it in the garage. Now, if you were doing this outside, you would want to stake it down. It does come with some stakes, but we're doing this inside, and I found that it holds its shape just fine inside the garage. You'll notice on both sides, we have this woven fabric, or just like a filter fabric that is Velcroed on, and you can take it off. You can feel air coming out. This is what allows the booth to kind of circulate air. So particulate is pushed from in here out this bag inside, which I'll show you in a minute, and then pushed into the booth, which then comes through the windows once you have everything else sealed up. Now, they say you should replace these regularly. I'm not sure how you know when to replace them, but we have one on each side, so that does help filter things out. I always wear a mask and a suit, but they just Velcro off and you can replace them. Pretty good design. So let's go ahead and go through the front. You can see we have a kind of like a plastic see-through front here. It looks really mashed up, but it's actually not that bad. You can go through the front or the rear. Zippers here, just like a tent. Once you go in here, you can see I've done quite a bit of painting, mostly black handrails. Oh, I left a piece of wood in here. And you can see here on the back, this is the air. Air is coming out of this. You want to leave this open. It also has some particulate paper that you can replace, but you could zip that up, no airflow. And I think you just always want to keep that open when you're spraying. It allows air into here, which can then escape through here. But this is pretty spacious. It's a pretty spacious booth. I would call it about 6 feet wide. I've got some overspray in here. You know, in my garage, I don't really need a light inside because it's got these open areas here. But in your garage, you might. We have lots of light coming in here, but we're talking like this is probably 8, 9 feet tall at the top. You could even use these loops to hang a light up here. But yeah, it's really pretty spacious. You can do a lot in this. I have done a lot of spray work in this, furniture refinishing, handrails, things like that. We'll hop around to the back so you can see that in action as well. You can see the tube is just inflated, doing its work here. Got handrails to move it around if you need to. D-rings up top if you're tying it down for outside use. And then another door. I'm not sure why we have a zipper on the bottom. I guess for bigger access. I kind of wish the zipper just started here. That's how I have used it. But yeah, this is the paint booth, all inflated. And in my garage, this is kind of a double-sized garage. So you would need at least a 2-car garage with like 10 or 12-foot ceilings to put this inside. Or you could always do it outside. So who is this for? Well, it's for furniture refinishers, DIYers, people that need to get some projects done, don't want to make a mess in their shop garage, or want a particulate-free area to spray something. You automotive guys, you're doing some backyard painting projects and jobs. This is a really inexpensive way in the long run, pretty inexpensive. I've used this for on and off for 3, 4, 5, going on 6 months now, and it's great to have and pull out. The only thing I wished that was a little easier was storing it. You saw the clump it came out of my shelf on. That's really all you can do is just kind of clump it back up, shove it in there. I think I'm going to get one of those big plastic totes at a home center, shove it in there once I know it's dry so it doesn't mildew up. But really easy to set up, really easy to use, and I'm glad I have a self-contained booth to keep the mess inside there and keep my garage and shop looking sharp. So if you're in need of a spray booth, paint booth of any kind, I think you should check out this inflatable one from VEVOR first. It's a really great option.